sometimes after reading a piece of text, someone can come up with what's called a written response to literature. And so this is one's response or reaction to a certain piece of text. So this is when someone gives constructive criticism to the author of the piece of text. They're giving feedback to the author. So this can be a very good thing, but there's several elements that are very key to include. So there's some things they need to include, and there's a couple of connections they need to make. So first, they need to include their background knowledge. Their background knowledge on the subject at hand. And this gives them credibility because it shows that they know what they're talking about. And a couple of connections they need to make is they need to make connections to things that have happened in their own life and connections to other texts that they may have read. So this also helps establish credibility by showing they know what they're talking about, because they must really understand the piece of text if they've experienced the same types of things in their own life, or if they've read other pieces of text talking about the same thing. So that all establishes credibility. But the really important part of this is that you need to talk about what the piece of text makes them think and feel. So as they talk about what it makes them think and feel, then that's really the key part of this written response, because a written response includes one's response or reaction. Basically their reaction to this text, what they thought about it. Now there's a couple of other things they can include, which can be very helpful, which can be ways they agree or disagree with the author, and then also any questions they have for the author. Now, it's important that when the writer of this written response talks about what it makes them think and feel, ways they agree or disagree, and questions they have, it's important that they use textual evidence, that they use specific evidence for the text. And so usually this is going to come in the form of direct quotes. Because when they use this direct evidence, these direct quotes from the text, they can then support and then strengthen their response. If they never actually quote the article, then their arguments are going to seem somewhat vague. But if they can include exactly what the author said, then build a strong argument, then people are more likely to believe them. And if they have strong credentials, like lots of background knowledge, lots of connections to their own life, if they make a strong case about other texts they have read that are similar to this piece of text, if they have that strong credibility, then people are more likely to believe what they say, and then even more so if they're able to build a strong argument.